Yandy Smith Harris and Macy Harris have consistently captured the attention of millions, their love story drawing admirers from all corners of the country. However, recent shocking accusations have cast a dark shadow over their once ideal relationship, leaving fans in disbelief. What began as a straightforward misunderstanding has escalated into a contentious public dispute that threatens to tear their family apart. The aftermath is as complicated as it is dramatic, with long-buried secrets coming to light, tempers flaring, and what once seemed to be an unshakable partnership now in danger of crumbling. According to sources close to the couple, Macy, the man fans believed epitomized loyalty, is now accused of attacking Yandy in a way that is truly startling. Fans are on the edge of their seats as we delve into the unsettling reality of this betrayal that could change everything. It all appeared to begin on what was supposed to be a typical evening. Yandy and Macy were enjoying a private dinner with family and close friends, celebrating Yandy's recent professional achievements and her successful new business venture. Behind the smiles and polite applause, however, there was a palpable tension in the air. As the evening progressed, the atmosphere shifted. Anyone who knew Macy could sense that something was off. He seemed more distracted, focusing more on his phone than on Yandy. Concerned, Yandy asked him if he was okay. Macy coldly replied, "I'm fine," without looking up. But soon the tension reached a breaking point. Yandy, tired of pretending that everything was perfect, voiced her frustrations. "I'm sick of acting like everything is wonderful when you've been running the show as if it's all about you." The air thickened as Macy slammed his glass onto the table, his anger palpable. "What are you talking about?" he growled, his eyes flashing with fury. "You think I'm unaware of what's been happening behind my back? I've seen the messages and heard the whispers about your success. What about the lies, Yandy?" The impact of his words hit Yandy like a punch to the gut. Confusion and hurt clouded her features as she struggled to process what he was saying. Macy's fury escalated as he accused her of being too busy to notice his pain, claiming he had been dealing with anguish and doubt for months. "Do you think I'm blind? You've been preoccupied with your so-called friends." Yandy stood there, her heart racing. She had no idea what he was talking about. "You're not making any sense. What whispers? What messages?" she asked, desperately, trying to understand. They had argued before, but this felt different. Macy's expression twisted in a mix of anger and heartbreak as he replied, "You're the one living in a fantasy where everything is perfect, but that's no longer the case." Tension hung thick in the air as Yandy fought back tears, feeling vulnerable and exposed. "What have I done to deserve this accusation? You're accusing me of something, but you're not even telling me what it is." In frustration, Macy raised his hand, asserting that he didn't need to explain. "I'm talking about the phone calls, the texts, the way you've been ignoring me. You act as if nothing matters." His words lingered, heavy and suffocating. As Macy stormed out, Yandy was left reeling. One of her close friends murmured in disbelief, "I don't know what to say." Yandy echoed the sentiment, feeling lost and bewildered. It was as if a fundamental trust had shattered in an instant. The connection they had built over the years felt like it was disintegrating right before her eyes. Macy, a man known for his restraint and control, had suddenly lost it, leaving Yandy grappling with the weight of the moment. In the days that followed, whispers circulated about their explosive argument, and rumors began to fly, creating a rift in their community. This was not just a simple husband and wife spat. It was about family loyalty and secrets that had been kept for far too long. Yandy desperately searched for answers, trying to piece together the puzzle of Macy's accusations. The chaos left her feeling bewildered and incredulous as she picked up the pieces of their fractured relationship. Social media buzzed with theories and speculation about what was really going on behind closed doors. Was Macy making unfounded accusations, or was he just being paranoid? Days passed, and Yandy struggled to understand what had transpired. With Macy having withdrawn into silence, she felt the weight of their broken relationship. She couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something more significant, something that could change their lives forever. As Yandy reached out to Macy, calling him repeatedly, leaving messages and sending texts, the silence was deafening. Had their argument pushed them too far apart for reconciliation, or was there something deeper at play? Mendeecees wasn't just accusing her of infidelity. He believed she had been involved in a more dangerous game altogether. In his mind, this was a betrayal that extended far beyond simple miscommunication. Yandy's mother, always a source of strength, became the first to intervene, trying to mediate during this tumultuous time. The atmosphere in their household had become strained, and even her composure couldn't hide the tension that hung in the air. Mendeecees had pieced together a narrative that, in his eyes, justified his feelings of betrayal. As the days unfolded, Yandy found herself caught in a whirlwind of emotions, feeling more alone than ever. The ongoing drama seemed set to deepen, and the truth, once buried, was slowly rising to the surface. The journey ahead would be fraught with challenges as they confronted not only their personal demons, but the fallout from their actions. Yandy's determination to uncover the truth grew, stronger even as the complexities of their relationship loomed large. Would they be able to navigate the treacherous waters ahead, or would this betrayal mark the end of their journey together? Only time would tell as they faced the reality of their situation, battling both external pressures and the scars of their past. In the midst of rising tensions, friends and family began to take sides. An anxious voice cried out, urging Yandy to speak to Mendeecees and fix their issues before things worsened. Unfortunately, these words only fueled the flames of their conflict. One afternoon, Yandy's mother sat down with her in an attempt to soothe her. Yandy's heart was heavy, torn apart by the turmoil surrounding her. She couldn't shake the thought that there might be more to Mendeecees' claims, despite her fear of losing him. Could it be that he genuinely believed she was unfaithful? The idea devastated her. She had always been truthful with him, and the thought that he might doubt her commitment was unbearable. "I've tried to reach him, but he won't communicate with me," Yandy confessed, her voice tinged with desperation. "He acts as if I'm a criminal. I just don't understand." Her mother sighed heavily, her eyes filled with concern. "Honey, you have to realize that when people are hurt, they don't always act rationally. Mendeecees is feeling deceived right now. You need to show him you're ready to defend your relationship, but you also need to uncover the truth. This is no longer just a simple argument. It's about trust." But how could Yandy fix something when she didn't even know what was broken? Mendeecees was on his own quest for the truth, adding more fuel to the fire. He was obsessively combing through Yandy's text messages, phone logs, and social media profiles, searching for any hint of betrayal. Eventually, he stumbled upon a series of messages between Yandy and one of her old friends, a man Mendeecees had always been wary of. At first glance, the messages seemed innocent, but a closer look revealed heated arguments, inside jokes, and conversations. That only confirmed his worst suspicions. Each late-night call and every exchanged message became another piece of evidence in Mendeecees' mind of Yandy's supposed treachery. When he discovered that Yandy had been hiding something from him, he was devastated, feeling as if his faith in her had been shattered. What Mendeecees uncovered, however, was more complex and sinister than mere infidelity. The messages between Yandy and her friend didn't revolve around romance. Instead, they detailed discussions of a significant business deal, something Mendeecees had no idea about. The couple had once shared a business partnership that had gradually transformed into something more personal, but now the secret conversations felt like a betrayal. Yandy had concealed this for months, and Mendeecees felt humiliated and blindsided. As things spiraled out of control for Yandy, she was unaware that Mendeecees had already confronted their closest friends to unearth the truth, dragging them into this tumultuous situation. The tension peaked at a family gathering, meant to bring everyone together and resolve the issues. When Mendeecees walked in, what was intended to be a calm discussion erupted into an emotional battle. Some family members felt torn between their love for Yandy and their loyalty to Mendeecees, while others sided with Yandy, who insisted she had done nothing wrong. "You don't understand. It's not what you think," she pleaded. But Mendeecees was not in the mood to listen. "I don't understand," he shouted, his eyes widening in disbelief. "You've been playing me!" Yandy desperately tried to explain herself before he could accuse her further, but the emotional storm raging within him was palpable. "I've had enough!" he yelled, despite the attempts of family members to intervene. The damage had already been done. The boundaries had been drawn, and both Yandy and Mendeecees realized they could never return to the marriage that was once built on trust and love. "You want to talk about trust while you're hiding secrets from me? Am I just supposed to pretend everything is fine?" he demanded, his voice filled with frustration. In the aftermath, fans flocked to social media, sharing their opinions, some supporting Yandy and others backing Mendeecees. The chaos that followed left everyone questioning the future of their relationship. Was this the end of their marriage, or just another chapter in their tumultuous love story? Both were fighting for their dignity and trust, but the understanding that had once defined their bond had now devolved into a battlefield. The emotional outburst during the family gathering marked only the beginning of a storm that would engulf Yandy and Mendeecees. What had once been a beautiful marriage was now tangled in complexities neither of them could have anticipated. In the days following the confrontation, silence and confusion reigned. Mendeecees, still reeling from the accusations, withdrew further into himself, lost in his thoughts. Yandy, on the other hand, understood that this battle was far from over. Secrets lingered that would profoundly affect them both. Yandy yearned for answers, struggling to comprehend why Mendeecees treated her like a stranger. His accusations had cut deep, and every time she reached out to him, he responded coldly. As the hours dragged on, she became aware of whispers circulating among their closest friends and even some family members, sowing seeds of doubt about her honesty. Could it be that the man who had so brazenly accused her of infidelity was hiding secrets of his own? Yandy couldn't shake the feeling that there was more beneath the surface. Driven by curiosity, Yandy began to dig into Mendeecees' past, searching for clues that might explain his erratic behavior. What she discovered was shocking. Besides the mysterious woman and the cryptic messages that had pushed Mendeecees to his breaking point, Yandy uncovered a long-lasting partnership that Mendeecees had maintained with another woman even before they were married. The messages suggested a bond that went beyond mere physical attraction. As Yandy unraveled the layers of deception, she realized that Mendeecees had been hiding significant truths from her. The betrayal was not just hers, it ran deep into the heart of their relationship. The drama unfolding between Yandy and Mendeecees was riveting, filled with palpable tension. The revelations of Mendeecees' hidden life added another layer of confusion and heartache to an already unstable situation. The question on everyone's mind was whether Yandy should forgive Mendeecees. Betrayal of this magnitude was hard to overcome. It wasn't just about the affair and the lies, it was about shattered trust. Even though Mendeecees seemed remorseful, his actions told a different story. Yandy found herself at a breaking point, caught between love and the reality of the secrets that had come to light. As the complexities of their relationship intensified, Yandy faced the daunting decision of whether the love and family they had built were worth saving after everything that had been exposed. The unknowns of Mendeecees' past weighed heavily on her heart, and it felt almost insurmountable. It was going to be an emotional journey, and fans were left eagerly anticipating how it would all play out. Would Yandy find it in her heart to forgive, or was this betrayal too deep to rebuild from? The unfolding drama promised to keep viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering what the future held for Yandy and Mendeecees.